Hey guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to create a really basic lighting system. You're not going to need to know how to use shaders or anything like that. All you really need is the ability to make a blur effect or a glow effect, which a lot of image editors have. It's a really basic effect. It's not very complicated. I like it. It's quick and easy. It's great to do in game jams. So this video request, this was requested, somebody on Discord asked me, Neilison, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I'm probably not. He asked me if I was using shaders, and he wanted me to share the shader with him, but I'm not using any shaders, I'm using, really basic graphics. This will work on any game engine. So let's go ahead and let's get started here. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to show you, so you can see here that my neon signs, they have a little glow over them. My windows have a little bit of a glow. Um, and I also have these lights that are doing like sort of like a spotlight type of glow. And let me go ahead and show you what that looks like in game. So this is a game I'm working on right now for Weekly Game Jam. I have less than 24 hours left, but I thought I'd take a little break and do this little tutorial for you guys. So we got our little character here, a red goatee, and you could see that there's this glow, and it affects it goes over the characters and everything on there. So even here, these guys have a little glow here. Oh, I'm trying to sneak past this guy, but I can't. I suck at my own game. So let me just kill this guy really quick. Um, and you'll see that even on the windows, there's a little bit of a glow, and it reflects on the railing there a little bit. So let me sneak past this guy. I got him there. Um, and see all these windows have a nice little glow. Um, it reflects on the railing there. The railing is actually just a different tile that has the lighting already drawn on top of it. It's just a really easy way of doing it. The light actually doesn't reflect off of anything, and you could see how the character goes in and out of the lighting there. Again, this window has a little bit of a glow. That neon sign has a little bit of a glow. All these little bounce pads have glows on them. Um, it's not a complex lighting system. It really is not. It's pretty basic. So on this last one, there is no glow effect on it. And we're going to add that right now. And I'm going to take you through the steps to create this from scratch. So all you really need is an image editor, any image editor you want to have. I'm just going to do it right inside of GameMaker. I'm going to create a background tile. That's how I'm doing this. They're just tiles. And if I go in here, you see that it's just a regular graphic. It's a PNG file. And I got two separate ones, one for this spotlight and another one just for this like radial glow. And that's how I do the lighting for all of my games, just with these two images. That's what I like about it. It's quick, it's simple. If you're doing a game jam, this is the way to go, I think. And I'm just going to go ahead and create a new one here. All we really need for this is to make a semi-transparent circle. So I'm going to take down the opacity here. Something semi-transparent. Since I'm creating the center, I want the center part to be less transparent. I want it to be more opaque than the outer edges. I'm just going to center it here. That's about the size that I want it to be. I'm leaving space on the outside for the glow. And I just go into my glow effect here. And I'm going to pick a color. So normally you would want to do this in white, but my game I specifically want all my lights to have a yellowish tint. So that's what I'm doing here. But you want it to be close to white so that later on in game you can actually manipulate the color as you want, as you wish. You want certain glows to be more red or more blue. So you want to be able to have that control in game within your code. Um, and so I just added that quick blur or that glow, and now I'm just gonna blur it out because I don't want that outside edge to show. So that blur just blurs that edge, and I'm gonna go ahead and blur that edge one more time so that I have a nice fade, a nice radial sort of glow there. And I'm also gonna bring down the opacity a little bit. I don't want it to be too opaque. I want it to be really faint. If I need it to be a stronger glow, then I'll just layer another glow on top of that, and that'll create a nice a stronger glow. And there you go. There you have it. I'm not gonna save it because I already have it in game. I don't want to affect anything that I've already created, but it's essentially the exact same. Now I'm going to show you how to do a spotlight. Basically, this is just a triangle. Again, we want it to be semi-transparent. You could have the bottom be round or straight. That just depends on style. That's a stylistic choice that you want to make. I'm just going to make a straight edge at the bottom just for the sake of this tutorial to make this easy. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and add a glow effect. Leave all the settings the way that I had them. And then I'm going to blur out the edges so that we don't see that edge there. Blur it out one more time. I want it to be really blurry. And then I'm just going to go ahead and change the opacity, bring the opacity down. Like I said, we want this to be very, very, very transparent. You can hardly even see it here, but in game you will be able to see it. We want to see through our light, so we could see our character running around. I'm not gonna save any of this stuff. I already have it in here. And I have only a few layers, and you want to add these glow effects on your topmost layer so that it affects everything in your game, so that everything will be behind the lighting. And that's really all there is to it. So I'm just going to go ahead and place a few of these lights in here. So you could tell that these are they're just laying on top there. It's just literally a graphic that doesn't do anything. It doesn't have any animation. Sure, you could add some animation to this if you want a little flicker or if you want the glow to go bigger and smaller. That's up to you. That's something that you don't need it though. I haven't done that in any of these. And I'm just gonna go ahead and lay this on top, make this a little bit longer, mess with the Y scale here. And that's the cool thing about these. If you need a bigger glow or a smaller glow, you just change the transform on them. Make the Y scale bigger or smaller, change the X scale, make them wider, longer, whatever you want to do with them. And I'm just going to fill in the rest of these lamps here so that we get this nice spotlight effect. Um, and yeah, and that's basically all you need to do. So let's say you want to have a lamp that's a different color, or you want to have a different glow. So let's go ahead and do that. Um, the reason you don't want these glows to be too saturated is so that you could change the color within your game editor. Um, so right here, you're going to see that I'm just going to make this a little bit longer, and I'm just going to change the color to a blue. I want this to have a bluish tint to it. Um, so yeah, maybe I want it to be a little bit more blue. You see there that that's not very blue. So I'm just gonna turn the saturation way, way up on this and make it really, really blue. Um, and you see that works out really nicely. You could see that that's a glow, and I just drag that over wherever I want it to glow, and it works out pretty good. I'm just gonna make this a little bit wider, 1.5 there. And there we go. That's all there is to it. We didn't have to create any complicated shaders. And it's really quick. I mean, for game jams, this is what I do. Maybe for a game that relies on real-time lighting, I might make a lighting effect. But if it's just for the aesthetic value, I think this is the way to go. Yeah, so that's it, guys. If you guys want any other tutorials, I will be doing more tutorials. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be doing another video on chromatic aberration, camera shake, creating different type of simple effects like this that are really quick and simple Um, like that took nothing, no programming knowledge, no graphical knowledge, but it's going to add a lot to your game. So subscribe, like, comment, do all that stuff for me. That would really help me out. And look out for this game, which is going to be on Weekly Game Jam 80. See you guys later.